Since 2015, when the Zimbabwe Reconstruction Fund began implementation, legislative and administrative improvements have been supported. Technical and financial assistance has also been provided, and the systems of accountability have been improved to achieve the Zimref objective of strengthening Zimbabwe's systems for reconstruction and development. The fund has worked with government ministries and agencies to develop a track record of social and economic reforms that improve the national budgeting process.
We have implemented program-based budgeting in all 32 urban local authorities in Zimbabwe. Initially, the project had made provision for 6 local authorities to be covered by the program, but we were not happy with the pilot. We wanted to do all together. So the training of the 6 councils took place, and then we used the knowledge gained by the 6 to train the remaining 26 councils. This led to the first program-based budgets being submitted at the end of November last year to cover the year 2019. And we analyzed those budgets, and we found that the expenditure side of the budget program has worked very well, but we had not put enough emphasis on the income side. The biggest advantage of having program-based budgeting is it makes the whole system more accountable, more transparent, and enables the public to track their dollars.
Zimref has contributed to the modernization and strengthening of the public sector management system and enhanced capacity for greater efficiency and effectiveness.
We started the public finance management project after the PEFA 2011. Out of the findings of the PEFA 2011, we developed a reform program. We have improved on public financial management system. That's the computer-based system. It's producing better reports and hopefully more timely reports. We still have to work on making sure that the people relate to the system better.
A lack of access to finance has hindered some enterprises from developing and contributing to the economy. Through support to the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, financial inclusion has become available for small to medium business enterprises.
Our work with Zimref goes back to 2017, when the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, through its need to promote financial inclusion in the market, tasked the Export Credit Guarantee Corporation to come up with a credit guarantee scheme which would address the need for financial inclusion in the market. Underwritten 55 guarantees amongst 12 commercial banks as well as 10 microfinance institutions. By way of introduction, the credit guarantee scheme basically it's a scheme which we have put in place to say if an MSME has got a viable project which the bank deemed viable, but because of lack of collateral security, they then come to ECGC, whereby we will then provide the guarantee in respect of that particular transaction or proposal. We as ECGC, we feel is contributing significantly in terms of the whole concept of financial inclusion, because it cuts across all sectors. And very soon we'll be embarking, going to the rural farmers.
Additionally, the fund has brought about change and built capacity within implementing project units.
Zimbabwe National Water Project is one of the very few projects where the recipient is now implementing, or the so-called recipient executed projects. We were so much used to projects where the World Bank would come in with the funding, they would hire all the consultants, would do all the bidding documents, the procurement and all stuff. Ours would just be to read the documents that would be produced and say, these are fine or these are not fine. But in this particular case, we have had to do everything. So it's one of those challenges, but I would say it was a very good opportunity for us as members of the PIU and also ZINWA as an organization to learn best practices. And I'm quite sure, even if you go to the ZINWA main head office, this project has had an impact even in work culture.
A new Procurement Act demonstrates Zimref's relevance in informing government policy and contributing to reform that establishes credible public systems.
Zimref has been very useful and very helpful in terms of this reform program. Zimref provided the financial support, where we managed to engage a consultant who worked with us in terms of development of our act and our regulations, and all other tools like the standard bidding documents, guidelines. They were all developed through the support from Zimref. Apart from financial support, we also got support from World Bank where they were assisting us technically in terms of the process. So Zimref has been very useful, and we are looking forward to Zimref assisting us on the second phase of the project, where we are looking at having facilities for the Procurement Regulatory Authority of Zimbabwe to establish electronic government procurement systems, to establish facilities for effective monitoring and evaluation and our general operations, and also to procure the electronic government procurement system, as well as supporting our tertiary institutions to develop qualifications or to enhance their qualifications to speak to the new law.
The ongoing transition in Zimbabwe requires fiscal consolidation, financial stabilization, and social and economic reforms that create a foundation for private sector-led growth. This calls for a scale-up in support to build government's capacity to facilitate a successful transition. Zimref therefore seeks an extension beyond its initially programmed end date to continue to support the government in its national development goals for all that has been achieved since implementation.